Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited because I have now launched my own diaper bags. So today we're gonna walk through what the diaper bag has to offer and then also my diaper bag must-haves. All right, I am so excited because when I first became a mom, I realized I didn't really like the offerings for diaper bags out there. There are so many diaper bags, but they're expensive, like unnecessarily expensive. They have way too many like patterns and designs that just didn't fit me, and the colors, and I just found myself like gravitating to really plain black backpacks. And so I was kind of like, you know what? I think it's time for me to launch a backpack. So I partnered with a company called Rival World, and for the last like 8 or 9 months, we've been working on putting together my perfect diaper bag. It's a super high quality bag that I put a lot of thought into, even in the little details. And so we were able to get the price to $79. I'm really excited about that because most bags on the market these days, especially good ones, are $150 or more. And I wanted to make sure it fit my lifestyle. I think I've really learned a lot after having a baby for the past 2 years. A baby that's become a toddler has really taught me what I'm looking for. And then I also asked a lot of people, I asked a lot of you guys in the fam group on Facebook, what is it that you love and hate about your diaper bags? And so I took a lot of feedback for these diaper bags, and I'm really excited to show you the first 2 diaper bags in the collection. The name of my brand is called Preset the Label. Literal definition of preset is to be ready in advance or to set in advance. And I feel like as moms, we try really, really hard to be prepared for all situations, but it's not always that easy. So it's really more about making it look like we're on top of everything, and even if it doesn't mean that we really are, I think it's all about, making it at least easier for us to feel like we have everything ready to go. So that's what these diaper bags kind of represent, and I'm using the hashtag #PresetMama because I feel like it really does say a lot about us. It's like, we are these moms nowadays, especially. We're the type of moms that like to be on top of everything. We like to be organized. We like to stay, make sure that we are prepared. And so hopefully these diaper bags will help you guys be at least prepared a little bit in advance. Before I became a mom, my whole thing was, and still is, that I really like to be really simple and straightforward when it comes to fashion. I'm not really into a lot of designs and patterns and bright colors and everything like that. So I decided, for my first 2 colors for this bag, I wanted to go with really straightforward and simple. And so I went with black, and I went with like a beige tan color. And also another reason for that was because I found that I was asking my husband to carry the bag a lot. And, he didn't really want to have to carry a tote. He absolutely hates tote bags. So when I first started with the tote bag, he was like, this is the worst bag you could have ever chosen because you need something that's going to be, hands-free. Backpack distributes the weight much easier. It's easier on your back, especially after you've been holding a baby for a little while. You realize you really need to take care of your lower back. So I went with a backpack, colors that I think work for a man or a woman. And I even went with, very simple, straightforward hardware on this. So at first I was looking at like gold and rose gold and everything. And then I actually settled on brass because I felt like it really made it look like a sleek backpack. And I wanted it to look like that. I wanted it to look like something that I'd be happy carrying even if I'm not a mom. There are also lots of different features about this bag. We went back and forth because it's like, you would think, with the backpack, it's very straightforward, but it's not really. I wanted the material to be nylon. I feel like nylon is very easy to clean. I wanted it to be water resistant. You just need to wipe these off and they're clean, which is a must when you have a child, especially a toddler, because your toddler starts to play with it. Nikosh, actually, when we're getting ready to leave, he grabs the bag now and he tries to take it to the car with me and he drags it all over the floor. So I wanted something that was gonna be durable. All right, so let's go through the bag and the features that it has to offer. So like I said, it's a backpack. It is all nylon. There is a top handle, if you'll notice right here. The reason for that is because sometimes you just want to be able to grab the bag, and I wanted something very sturdy. So this felt like that in between for me for like a tote bag. I wanted to be able to have tote bag-like handles, but not have to rely solely on that. So we've got the padded back straps, and they are adjustable. And I find that they're really easy to adjust once you have the bag on too, to tighten it up. On the back also, just one quick feature that I find a lot of these diaper bags don't have is if you're a mom that travels, you want to be able to sometimes put your backpack onto your suitcase, just slide it on. So this goes right over your suitcase, and then you can actually wear your baby and then not worry about your backpack because you obviously can't wear both of them. Over here, you will see in the front that there are 2 zippers. The bottom zipper is a very typical kind of pocket. It holds, you know, just like the things you want to get to really, really quickly. I usually put my lip glosses and stuff like that, so I'll show you guys. This top pocket though, ta-da, surprise, it actually goes into the bag. And the reason why I wanted a feature like this is because sometimes I just want to be able to reach around to my back and grab like the wipes or maybe like a hand lotion or something like that, maybe hand sanitizer, just something really, really quick. So I wanted to have a really easy access zipper that gets to the inside of the bag right away, especially because I have this clasp right here. So if you've got the bag closed like this, it's a little bit more, you know, I didn't want it to be trouble to have to just go like this and reach in and grab something that you just need really, really quickly. On the sides, 2 pockets that fit basically like water bottles, iPhones, anything like that. But for your really important stuff on the back, there is a hidden pocket right here. And I usually put things like my wallet, you can put your iPhone, anything that you find that's really important. You don't want to risk getting taken out of your bag or something, like if you're at Disneyland or a place like that in public, you could just put it right there and nobody will even know it's there. On the outside, something that I found to be really invaluable with a bag that I had tested out was stroller straps. On all of my strollers, I obviously have the undercarriage compartment, but I find we use it, you know, like no matter what size it is. We have 2 different strollers. We have one that's more of like a travel stroller and smaller. And then we have a stroller that's a big one and it has a really huge undercarriage pocket, but we use it. Like when we use that one, we're going to like get last minute groceries at a store that's really close by, or we're going to the park and we're taking really big toys for Nikosh to play with. So I find that stroller straps are very, very useful because then you just put it onto your stroller. You literally clasp it on. You go like this. You just clasp it over the stroller handle, and then your bag just sits there just like this, and it's really, really helpful. It doesn't get in your way. I don't know, I just find it to be really, really helpful. But the good news is you can take these off if you're not using them, if you don't want them swinging around or anything like that. You can just tuck them into a pocket. Easy peasy. All right, so let's get to the inside of the bag. In here, we have some very typical things to keep you organized, but I made sure this pocket was really, really wide. It's got a little bit of padding too. There's even a little bit of padding back here because I wanted it to be, again, I'm one of those moms, I actually keep an iPad with me or I keep my laptop with me. And if we're traveling, I'm definitely gonna have my laptop with me. You know, I don't wanna have to carry 2 different bags for myself and for my child. I wanted this to be a versatile bag for an adult, because you guys, we're adults. We're not just parents, we're adults. We have our own stuff going on too, so we have to be prepared for ourselves as well. And I really felt like that was one of the things that was missing in diaper bags, was it was focused only on what you were gonna carry for your child and not what you would carry for yourself. And I didn't wanna have to carry multiple bags. So there's a little key holder, so you can keep your car keys right here, or your house key. There's a little emergency pocket is what I call it right here. This is where I put the things that I really need to get to quickly, like if I need a pacifier or if I need a snack, anything like that that's gonna like help me in a situation, like an emergency situation with Nikosh. This is where I put all of that easy access stuff. We also have obviously a changing pad. It's removable. It matches the inside of the bag. You know, you can keep it in there if you need it, or you can remove it if you don't need it. You'll also notice you can keep your wipes, your diapers, all of that stuff in this pocket. This changing pad is pretty standard. It's really awesome though. Water resistant, padded, and does the job. There's one insulated pocket. I found that I only really need one insulated pocket because if I'm gonna carry more than just a sippy cup or a bottle, I'm probably gonna take an actual insulated bag to carry any kind of food around. So I decided only one insulated pocket was necessary, but that doesn't mean there aren't other pockets. There's obviously this big main pocket where you put a lot of like the clothing, toys, anything else like that you're gonna carry. And then I have 2 pockets up front, and you'll see what I carry in those. That is the inside of the diaper bag. Very straightforward, had exactly the things I wanted. I also feel like this is the kind of backpack that you can carry even if you're not a mom. You know, an insulated pocket is awesome if you want to carry around, you know, a water bottle or anything that you want to keep hot or cold during the day for yourself. This is the bag for you. It's really awesome. And now that I've shown you all the features of my bag, let's take a look inside what I have kept in my bag lately. These are all the must-haves I have for a toddler specifically, because it does change a little bit if you've got an infant. What I keep inside my bag is gonna change once I pop out this baby too, because then I'm gonna have 2 kiddos. So for this first bag that I'm launching, I went with a larger size because I do feel like now that I have a toddler, I'm keeping a lot more extra stuff with me, but I do also personally know that I'm gonna have a second child to think about, so I wanted to have a bag that was gonna be big enough to carry enough stuff for both of them, because again, I don't wanna have to carry multiple bags. So you'll see on the outside of this bag, I keep my own swell bottle in here. I usually carry a smaller one, but this one fits perfectly fine. On my outside pocket, what I tend to keep in here, this is kind of funny. I actually did not empty out my bag for you guys, so you're truly seeing what's in here. I have some Band-Aids, Star Wars of course, and I have some Neosporin, and that's because now Nikosh just runs, like everywhere he just runs, and he's constantly falling down, and I'm constantly bandaging him up. So that's something that has definitely changed since he's become a toddler, is that I keep this stuff around. I also keep some hand lotion with me at all times. I actually only just started using this one, so I don't have anything to report on it, but always hand cream because you're constantly washing your hands. And then I just keep some lip glosses with me at all times because lip gloss, must. And just to show you guys that function, right here, you can truly reach in and just grab anything you need. So some bubbles, you'll see my life is all about entertaining Nikosh these days, because usually when we're out and about now, it's like we're waiting at a restaurant, trying to, you know, get some food or something like that. And so I have to keep him entertained in the meantime. So a lot of the stuff inside this bag is gonna be that. So I'm gonna open it up. You can see it holds a lot. I always keep lately a pair of extra shoes for Nikosh, because if there's anything to do with water these days, like if there's a water fountain, if we go to grandma's house, they water the plants together. I find that his shoes always get wet, so I love carrying around a pair of these native shoes. They're easy to slide on, he doesn't have to wear socks with them, and they are water resistant, so if he does get these wet, it's totally fine. But most of all, they're just really, really light, so they are a nice pair of extra shoes to throw into the bag. Otherwise, I just throw a pair of shoes into the car. I always just kind of like top the bag off with toys. Whatever toys are just kind of sitting around, I grab them when we're on our way out. And since we're on the topic of keeping Nikosh busy, I find that sticker books have become my new best friend. They truly, truly keep him busy because he just kind of thinks stickers are really, really cool. He loves stickers. Sticker books are the best thing to him, and they keep him busy for a very, very long time, surprisingly. One other thing that I didn't show you guys on the outside is I keep an extra iPhone now with a very secure case with it, and even like a little pop socket thing. At the very, very last moment, if I really can't keep Nikosh entertained anymore, or it's been just way too long, like maybe we're sitting at dinner or something and it's going over way too long for him, my last resort is always the iPhone for him, because there's definitely always something on YouTube that he wants to watch, or some kind of app or something that we have on here. And just so you guys know, this is just one of my old iPhones. I didn't buy him his own phone specifically, but I decided instead of sending this one back, I would just keep it and let him use it. Lately, because it's been so sunny, we keep a little baseball cap with us. He also just looks really cute in it, so baseball cap. As you can see, we utilize this. My car key is in here. I really love the emergency pocket because I always have little snacks for him. I love these. I've been using these for a little while. They're called Little Nut, and they're basically a blend of like peanut butter, banana, and coconut oil, and they're honestly like the best little snack. And if you have an infant, I introduced these to Nikosh when he was under a year old, because I have heard, and my pediatrician said this too, that when you introduce nuts, especially peanut butter, early, the chances of them having an allergy go down much more than if you introduce it later in life. So it's really good to introduce the allergen foods early on. I also keep a pacifier. We're actually we're really close to weaning him off of a pacifier, but this is seriously for an emergency. Like if he is very upset or anything like that, which doesn't truly happen that much, but even if we're like in a car ride and it's gonna be a long ride and I want him to take a nap, this is always good to have with us. These are my absolute emergency. I guess everything in my life right now is like emergency. That's the way it is with toddlers. It's like you're trying to keep them from having a tantrum out in the middle of public. So this is what I call candy for Nikosh. It's a fruit gummy snack. These are my go-to because he thinks candy is amazing, obviously. And I don't want him to have just straight candy all the time. So I go with this. This is like our in the middle go-between. This is just fruit snack. I always have water wipes. You guys know I've been using water wipes for a very long time. I keep his pull-ups with us, and I always have at least 1 or 2 regular diapers in case it is gonna end up being like a long car ride or something like that, just because they are more absorbent. I've been using Pampers and Huggies for a while. You guys have probably seen that in other videos. This is something new that I got. Again, another thing to keep him busy. This is a little like sun catcher paintbrush thing. Water soluble, very easy to use and clean up. This is not open yet, but definitely will get opened if we need to. And obviously I keep an extra set of clothing, always a t-shirt, always a little pair of thin pants, a sweatshirt, just in case, or a sweater. And then in the front pockets, I always keep things like sunscreen, hand sanitizer, because that's a must. But you guys have seen me talk about these. I have been using these since he was a newborn, his butt paste. And I also use the Honest Company's organic all-purpose balm. It really is all-purpose. It's kind of like the way you would use Vaseline or Aquaphor. It's basically the same thing. You can use it for all of those reasons. I usually go butt paste if he has a rash, and then on top of that, I put this to soothe his little tushy. I always keep a little extra pair of socks in there. I keep this Anchor battery pack with me at all times as well. One thing you have to remember is to charge either that extra iPhone or your own iPhone or even this. But this is usually just charged at all times. When we get home, I just take it out of the bag and I throw it on the charger because it really does come in handy for my phone and for that extra one that I keep for Nikosh. This is really, really handy. And then inside the pocket, I have his Sippy Cup. It's the insulated pocket. He likes his liquids to be, you know, like a pretty cool temperature. He doesn't like it cold. So it's nice to have, you know, the insulated pocket, but it'll really come in handy when I have to start carrying around bottles and stuff for a little baby. So those are my diaper bags. I'm really excited for you guys to try them out. If you like them and they do well, I'm gonna launch other products as well, but this is what I wanted to start with. You can get them on rivalworld.com. I'm gonna leave links in the description box below for all of the products actually that I showed you. Share it with your mom friends, moms to be, buy it for, you know, baby showers, anything like that. I think it's a really great diaper bag. I love it. I've been using it for a little while now, and it really has been the exact thing that I have wanted in a diaper bag. So I hope you guys like it, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.